of fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has mattered all. Welcome to Jordan Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Brown will throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What? What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. At the 40, there we go. Finding some room. Made a defender miss. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him. But now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with the speed.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to... this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The RPO, it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Running behind that left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the run, it's Ncaa. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Brown wants to pass. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Takes it on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Caught behind the line. It's Humphreys. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Completed pass. It goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Floats it out in space. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his feet. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got a little grass. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside. It's Ncaa. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Now on the return. Ripping through the defense. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Humphries. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 35. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
This is a designed run. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. What a terrible, terrible shank. That thing didn't even get outside the 20-yard line, and they'll take over in the red zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
The lone back's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Run inside. It's Temple. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right on the money. Could not make his way to the corner. Screen to the running back. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Washington. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ncaa. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Second down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's a give to Washington. He's in! Touchdown, Auburn! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds. Field position for this offense. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Looking for space, it's Temple. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Humphreys. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
To the air, it's Stockton. Makes a catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he can go. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll go right back to the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Running inside. It's Temple. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down?
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
DB's right up on the receivers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Into the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's out of bounds, and the interception will seal it, and they'll go home with the victory.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Making side adjustments here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They believe they can run right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Here's a heat. Flips it out to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It is Georgia taking home the W.